You may not notice it at first, but as we get older, certain foods we used to enjoy start taking a quiet toll on our bodies. It might start with joint stiffness, followed by feeling more tired than usual after a simple walk. Then, before you know it, your energy becomes inconsistent, your memory feels foggy, and your body just doesn't bounce back like it used to. The truth is, much of this is linked to what we put on our plate. And for many seniors, the real culprits hiding in plain sight are sugar and carbs. I'm not talking about the obvious cookies and bread, but those sneaky carbs and sugars found in everyday foods that drain your energy, contribute to inflammation, and even speed up aging. But here's the good news. There are whole, real foods that can help you rebuild your energy, support your memory, and strengthen your muscles. Today, I'm sharing the 10 best foods that have no added sugar, almost zero carbs, and are packed with the nutrition your body craves after age 60. Food 1, cabbage, the forgotten ally for seniors. Let me share something with you that I wish I had paid more attention to earlier. Cabbage. Yes, you heard that right, good old cabbage. The vegetable that our grandmothers used to cook with all the time. It may not have seemed like much back then, but now I realize that cabbage is one of the most underrated superfoods for seniors, especially after 60. Cabbage is packed with fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, and a whole range of antioxidants that support digestion, boost your immune system, and even contribute to stronger bones. These are essential for maintaining health and mobility as we age. But here's what's most important. Cabbage has almost zero carbohydrates and no added sugar, making it the perfect vegetable for seniors who want to avoid the blood sugar spikes that come with starchy vegetables like potatoes or corn. But the real power of cabbage lies in its ability to support gut health. It works wonders by feeding the good bacteria in your digestive system. This isn't just about easing digestion. It impacts everything from the quality of your sleep to how steady your mood is throughout the day. Many people don't realize how much their gut health affects their overall well-being, especially as we get older. If you've been feeling sluggish, bloated, or just off, you might not need another supplement. You could simply need more cabbage. It's easy on your digestion, which makes it a perfect choice for seniors who may have more sensitive stomachs or digestive issues. Cabbage is also incredibly versatile. You can roast it for a crispy treat, shred it raw into a vibrant salad, or sauté it with a little olive oil and garlic for a tasty side dish. It's budget-friendly and a great way to get nutrient-dense food without the high cost. If there's one vegetable that deserves to be a staple in every senior's kitchen, it's cabbage. You don't have to go all out. Just try it once a week and see how your body responds. You'll be surprised by the difference it makes. Food 2, walnuts. Tiny brain boosters in your palm. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? It happens to all of us, but after the age of 60, these small memory lapses can become a little more concerning. While memory issues can stem from various causes, nutrition plays a huge role in supporting our brain health, and walnuts are one of the best foods you can eat to give your brain the fuel it needs. These humble little nuts are not just any snack. Walnuts are one of the most powerful brain-boosting foods seniors can include in their diet. They may seem small and unassuming, but walnuts pack a punch when it comes to omega-3s, the same healthy fats found in salmon. The difference is, these omega-3s are plant-based, making walnuts a great option for those looking for a more sustainable or vegetarian alternative to the traditional fish sources. Omega-3s are essential for reducing inflammation, which is linked to many age-related issues like joint pain, brain fog, and low energy levels. These fats are critical for maintaining cognitive function and keeping your heart strong. As we age, managing inflammation becomes vital for overall health, and walnuts are one of the easiest ways to help with this. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that walnuts, rich in omega-3s, can improve cognitive function in older adults by reducing inflammation. Beyond that, walnuts are rich in fiber and protein, both of which are essential for stabilizing blood sugar levels and keeping you feeling full for longer periods of time. This makes walnuts an excellent option for maintaining energy levels and curbing those late-night sugar cravings, which many seniors experience. What I love most about walnuts is their convenience. They require no preparation. Just a handful a day is enough to get these amazing benefits. You can enjoy them by simply munching on a few or adding them to a morning smoothie, sprinkling them over yogurt, or tossing them into a salad for an extra crunch. And here's the real kicker. Walnuts are completely sugar-free and have almost no carbohydrates, which means they're a perfect snack for those watching their blood sugar. Food 3, spinach, the power leaf that recharges your body. How often have you blamed your age for feeling tired, sluggish, or low on energy? It's common to assume that it's just part of getting older, but more often than not, it's your nutrition that's to blame. A simple and highly effective way to recharge your body from the inside out is by adding spinach to your meals. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Spinach, that bland, soggy vegetable that usually just makes an appearance on the side of the plate. But trust me, spinach is not just a side dish. It's a nutrient powerhouse that can help recharge your body, especially as you get older. Spinach is loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, each playing an essential role in supporting your body's systems. Vitamin A helps keep your vision sharp, vitamin C boosts your immune system, and vitamin K is vital for strong bones. Something we all need as we age. And it doesn't stop there. Spinach also contains iron, which is crucial for providing the oxygen your body needs, especially when you're feeling sluggish or winded after basic activities. Let's not forget magnesium, another key mineral found in spinach that helps regulate blood pressure and supports your muscles and nerves. Plus, spinach is packed with folate, a nutrient that plays a major role in brain function and mood regulation. It's easy to see why spinach should be a staple in your diet. And here's the best part. You get all of these benefits with almost zero carbohydrates and no added sugar. That means you get the nutrients you need to stay strong, clear-headed, and energized without the dreaded blood sugar spikes or crashes that come with many other foods. What I love most about spinach is how versatile it is. You can easily toss a handful into your morning eggs, saute it with garlic and olive oil for a quick side dish, or blend it into soups or smoothies for an extra nutrient boost. It's quick to cook, easy on digestion, and works quietly in the background to keep your body running smoothly. If there's one leafy green that should always be in your kitchen, make it spinach. Not only will it support your body's strength, but it will also improve your energy levels and help keep your bones and brain in tip-top shape. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, spinach is a powerful source of vitamin K, which supports bone health and helps prevent osteoporosis in aging adults. Food 4, Greek yogurt, your gut's best friend, but only the right kind. Not all yogurts are created equal, and this surprised me more than it should have. A lot of the yogurt you see in the grocery store, those colorful little cups, are packed with more sugar than a candy bar. But if you're over 60, that sugar rush is the last thing your body needs. However, plain full-fat Greek yogurt is an entirely different story. Greek yogurt is one of the most powerful foods for older adults, especially when it comes to gut health, muscle strength, and maintaining fullness without loading up on carbs. It's thick, creamy, and incredibly satisfying without the added sugar that so many other foods sneak in. But let's talk about why Greek yogurt is so special. The real magic of Greek yogurt lies in its protein content. It's packed with high-quality, slow-digesting protein that helps preserve muscle mass. And let me emphasize this. Muscle is everything after 60. It's what keeps you balanced, helps you walk confidently, avoids falls, and allows you to maintain your independence for as long as possible. Greek yogurt is a great way to make sure your muscles stay strong and supported. But that's not all. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, the friendly bacteria that live in your gut and keep your digestive system working efficiently. As we age, our gut health tends to decline, leading to issues like bloating, constipation, and discomfort after meals. Probiotics help restore that balance, making sure your digestive system works as it should, and leaving you feeling better overall. I know some people worry about fats, but healthy fats are actually crucial for seniors. Full-fat Greek yogurt provides the natural fat your body needs for optimal brain function, hormone balance, and even nourishes your skin and hair from the inside out. But, and this is important, avoid the flavored versions. The ones with fruit at the bottom or vanilla flavoring often come with hidden sugars that can ruin the health benefits. Instead, choose plain full-fat Greek yogurt, and you can add your own toppings. You can mix in crushed walnuts, a pinch of cinnamon, or even drizzle some olive oil and sprinkle a little sea salt for a savory option. Once you try it this way, you might never go back to the sweetened stuff. Greek yogurt isn't just a snack. It's a healing food that feeds your muscles, your gut, and your brain, all in one scoop. It's simple, satisfying, and exactly what your body needs to stay strong and energized. Food 5, sardines, the mighty little fish with bones you should eat. I'll be honest, I didn't always love sardines. Maybe it was the smell or the fact that I didn't grow up eating them, but for a long time I turned my nose up at them. But here's the truth. Sardines are one of the most powerful foods a senior can eat, and most people are passing them by without even realizing the health benefits they're missing out on. Let's start with the basics. Sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, just like salmon, which help reduce inflammation throughout your body. That means fewer aches in your joints, less stiffness when you get out of bed, and even improved brain function. But sardines bring something more than just omega-3s. Here's the real magic of sardines. They come with their bones. And unlike the larger bones in fish, sardine bones are soft and completely edible. These bones are packed with natural calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for bone health, especially as we age. They help protect your bones against bone loss and prevent fractures, which can become more common after 60. Think of sardines as nature's calcium supplement, except it's better absorbed by your body and more complete. Sardines are also incredibly low in mercury, unlike larger fish like tuna or swordfish, making them a cleaner choice for older adults who are concerned about toxin exposure. Plus, they're an affordable and accessible option for anyone looking to get more protein and essential fatty acids without spending a lot of money. Now, if you're hesitant about eating sardines straight from the can, don't worry. There are plenty of ways to ease into it. You can mash them with a little bit of mustard or mix them with olive oil and lemon juice. Spread that on a piece of crisp lettuce or low-carb toast, and you've got a snack that's not just tasty but healing. You can also toss them into a salad, blend them into pasta made from zucchini, or mix them into vegetable-based pasta like hearts of palm. Sardines are also budget-friendly. With the cost of groceries rising, they're a great option for seniors looking to get the best nutritional return for their money. Whether you're eating them as a quick snack or adding them to a more complex dish, sardines are a powerful, nutrient-dense food that will give your body the fuel it needs to stay strong. Food 6, eggs, nature's multivitamin in a shell. Let's set the record straight. Eggs are not the enemy. For years, we were told to avoid eggs, especially the yolks, due to concerns about cholesterol. But recent research has finally caught up with what many of us suspected all along. Eggs are one of the healthiest, most complete foods you can eat, particularly after age 60. Each egg is packed with high-quality protein, and this is crucial after 60. Maintaining muscle mass becomes more difficult, but it also becomes more important than ever. The protein found in eggs helps preserve muscle, and let's face it, muscle is what keeps you steady on your feet, helps you avoid falls, and plays a major role in keeping you independent for as long as possible. The more muscle you have, the better your balance and the more freedom you'll have in daily life. But the benefits don't stop there. Eggs are also rich in choline, a nutrient that many seniors aren't getting enough of. Choline supports brain health, memory, and focus. So, if you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there, it's not necessarily just a part of aging. It could be your brain calling out for more choline. Eating eggs can help provide that extra support. Let's talk about the yolk. That's where the real treasure is. The yolk contains vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium and keeps your bones strong. It also contains vitamin A, which is important for vision and immune function, and B vitamins that support energy and nerve health. The yolk is the powerhouse of the egg, and it's exactly the kind of nutrition your body needs after 60. Now, eggs have almost no carbohydrates and absolutely no sugar, which makes them an excellent choice for anyone trying to maintain blood sugar stability. They're easy to prepare, affordable, and incredibly versatile. You can scramble them, boil them, poach them, or make a veggie-packed omelet. Add a little butter or olive oil, sprinkle with sea salt, and you've got a meal that fuels your body and your brain. Eggs aren't just a snack. They're a healing food. They feed your muscles, your brain, and your body all in one scoop. And remember, don't skip the yolk. It's where all the good stuff is. So next time you're in the kitchen, don't hesitate. Grab an egg and start cooking up something that will nourish and fuel your body from the inside out. Food 7. Olive oil. Liquid gold for aging gracefully. There's a reason olive oil is often called liquid gold. It's not just a cooking ingredient, it's a superfood that has been used for generations in Mediterranean kitchens, where people tend to live longer, healthier lives. And for seniors, especially, extra virgin olive oil is one of the most powerful and healing ingredients you can have in your kitchen. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind of fat that's known for supporting heart health and helping maintain healthy cholesterol levels. This is critical, especially after 60, when heart health becomes a bigger concern. Olive oil can help keep your heart in great shape, allowing you to feel more energized and stay active longer. But olive oil doesn't just benefit your heart. It's packed with potent antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in your joints, muscles, and even your brain. If you've been waking up with stiff knees or aching hands, you know how much of a difference it makes to calm that inflammation naturally. Olive oil does this gently and consistently without any harsh side effects. It's a wonderful way to combat the aches and pains that often come with aging. Here, as something many people don't realize, healthy fats, like the ones found in olive oil, actually help your body absorb more nutrients from the other foods you eat. So when you drizzle olive oil over your leafy greens or roasted vegetables, you're not just adding flavor. You're unlocking more vitamins and making your meals even more nutritious. And here's the best part. Olive oil contains 0 sugar and 0 carbohydrates. It's pure, healthy fat that your brain and body instantly recognize and put to work. You don't need much. Just a tablespoon or 2 a day can make a significant difference in how you feel. There are so many ways to use olive oil. You can drizzle it over salads, cook your spinach, roast your cabbage, or use it to sauté your vegetables. I've even known people who take a small spoonful first thing in the morning, just like medicine. And in many ways, it really is. But make sure you choose the right kind. Look for extra virgin, cold-pressed olive oil, ideally packaged in a dark glass bottle to protect its quality. The oil should have a slightly peppery taste and a grassy aroma, which indicates that the antioxidants are still alive and well. Olive oil isn't just a cooking ingredient. It's a daily investment in your heart, joints, memory, and skin. It works hard behind the scenes to help you stay strong, feel better, and age more gracefully. Food 8. Chicken thighs, the underrated protein hero. You've probably heard it 100 times. If you're trying to eat healthy, stick to chicken breast. But let me tell you something from both experience and science. The real value is in chicken thighs, especially for seniors. First off, chicken thighs are not only more affordable but also more flavorful and easier to chew and digest compared to chicken breast. They're rich in high-quality protein, and that protein is essential as we age. Why does this matter? Because as we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain muscle mass, and protein is the key to that. Muscle is everything. It helps you stay balanced, keeps your bones strong, and allows you to maintain independence in daily life. Whether it's walking, lifting, or even just getting up from a chair, muscle is needed for almost everything. Chicken thighs are rich in the protein that helps preserve that muscle mass, so don't feel guilty about enjoying this delicious, juicy meat. But chicken thighs offer more than just protein. The dark meat contains more zinc and iron than white meat, which helps support your immune system, energy levels, and even wound healing. Zinc is especially important for seniors, as it's a nutrient many are deficient in. It's also the key to keeping your body functioning at its best as you age. What's even better is how easy and satisfying chicken thighs are to prepare. You don't need any sugar or breading. Just a little seasoning and maybe a splash of olive oil. Throw them in the oven, and you'll have a meal that not only tastes comforting but also nourishes your body. The crispy skin is an added bonus, perfect for those cravings that chicken breast can't satisfy. If you're feeling like you need to eat a bit more comfort food, chicken thighs are the answer. They remind us of home-cooked meals and provide that grounded, satisfying feeling, especially when life gets complicated. So don't stick to chicken breast. Enjoy the dark meat. Your body needs the fat, the flavor, and the nutrients, and honestly, it might even benefit more from that extra fat than it did when you were in your 30s. Food 9, avocados, the fat that loves you back. Let's talk about fat for a moment. For years, we were told to avoid it. Fat is bad, but the truth is not all fats are created equal. In fact, some fats are essential for our health, and avocados are one of the best sources of healthy fats that you can find. First off, avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, which are heart-healthy fats that help lower bad cholesterol and keep your arteries flexible and strong. After 60, cardiovascular health becomes one of the most important things to focus on, and these healthy fats in avocados can significantly benefit your heart. But that's not all. Avocados are also a great source of potassium, even more than bananas. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure, and for seniors, maintaining healthy blood pressure is crucial in reducing the risk of heart disease, strokes, and kidney problems. Another benefit of avocados is the fiber content, which plays a major role in supporting healthy digestion and regulating appetite naturally. So, if you've been dealing with bloating or irregular digestion, adding avocados to your meals can help improve your gut health and make you feel more comfortable. Avocados are also great for energy. The healthy fats in avocados help stabilize your blood sugar, keeping you full longer without the typical crash that comes from eating sugary snacks or carbs. Plus, they contain zero sugar and very low carbs, making them a perfect choice for those managing their blood sugar or watching their weight. What I love about avocados is how easy they are to add to your diet. You don't need a recipe. You can simply slice one open, sprinkle a little salt and maybe a squeeze of lemon and eat it straight from the skin with a spoon. You can also spread it on low-carb toast, toss it into a salad, or mash it with olive oil and sea salt for a creamy dip. Avocados aren't just healthy, they're delicious and incredibly versatile. Whether you're adding them to your breakfast or enjoying them as a snack, they provide a nourishing and satisfying boost to your day. Food 10, wild-caught salmon, the brain's gourmet ally. If I had to choose just one food that seems designed specifically for older adults, it would be wild-caught salmon, not the farm-raised kind. Wild-caught salmon is in a class of its own. The difference is noticeable, from the taste to the nutritional content, and most importantly, how your body feels after eating it. Salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential nutrients that your body can't produce on its own. You have to get them from your food. Omega-3s play a critical role in maintaining cognitive health, reducing inflammation, and improving mental clarity. As we age, the brain's ability to function optimally starts to decline, but consuming omega-3-rich foods like salmon can help slow down this process and keep your memory and focus sharp. But it's not just your brain that benefits. Omega-3s also help reduce inflammation in your body, and that stiffness you feel in your joints when you wake up or that creaky knee when you stand up from a chair. A lot of that is caused by low-level chronic inflammation, and salmon can help calm it down. This anti-inflammatory effect is so powerful that it works better than most medications for reducing joint pain and improving flexibility. Salmon is also an excellent source of protein, which is crucial for preserving muscle mass as you age. Protein helps repair tissue, fuels your body, and keeps you energized throughout the day without any sugar or carbohydrates. Simply put, it's clean fuel that helps your body function the way it should. Another reason to love salmon? It contains astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives the fish its pink color and helps protect your skin from premature aging. So yes, salmon doesn't just help you feel younger, it helps you look younger too. Now the best part? Wild-caught salmon is incredibly versatile. You can pan-sear it with a bit of butter and lemon, roast it in the oven with garlic and herbs, or flake it over a fresh salad. It feels like a luxurious meal, but it's doing serious work behind the scenes to support your brain, your heart, your bones, and your skin. If you've never tried wild-caught salmon before, now is the perfect time to start. It's not just food. It's a gourmet ally that nourishes your body from the inside out. And with all the amazing health benefits, it's the kind of meal that should be part of your weekly routine. So don't wait. Start enjoying wild-caught salmon and feel the difference. As we age, the foods we choose to eat become more important than ever. The 10 foods we've discussed today: cabbage, walnuts, spinach, Greek yogurt, sardines, eggs, olive oil, chicken thighs, avocados, and wild-caught salmon, aren't just good for you. They're packed with the nourishment your body craves after 60. They help fight inflammation, support brain function, preserve muscle, and keep your body strong and energized. These foods are simple, accessible, and powerful tools for aging gracefully and healthily. You don't need a complicated diet or expensive supplements. You just need to make small, consistent changes to your meals, and your body will thank you. So, whether you've tried these foods before or are just learning about them today, I encourage you to start incorporating them into your routine. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish your body and support your health. And remember, it's never too late to feel better, move more easily, and live with more energy. These small, simple choices are the foundation of aging well. Let us know which food you're excited to try or which one has made a difference in your life. Your health journey is unique, and we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content to help you live your best life at any age.